G'day guys. So got the Ram apart. It's in pieces. We did a front main seal or front crankshaft seal, whatever you want to call it, on it. It started leaking the other day, so I decided to change it straight away. So I just thought for anyone looking at buying a Ram, now this is Gen 4, but I'd say this job would be very similar with the Gen 5s and Gen 6s as well. This is a 2018 Ram 2500, big Cummins in it. It is an absolute prick of a job. If you're going to try and get this radiator out, it is a nightmare and a half. There's just very, very little room in there for it. You've got to pull the air box out. There's the bottom radiator hose. Like, to try and get that clamp off down in there is extremely difficult. It's much easier to break it here. Doing the actual seal itself down the bottom there isn't too bad. That harmonic balancer comes off pretty easy. The timing case comes off pretty easy. Cummins said that they just use a bit of RTV sealant on the timing cases. They don't run a gasket, so we did the same thing, resealed it all. But to get all this apart is an absolute nightmare. So pulling the bumper off is extremely difficult because it's got about eight bolts. No, it's got about 16 bolts in it, and they're all nutted, so you got to hold the back side of them, but there's not much room in there. You've got to pull this cooler off to get it out of the way to be able to get the radiator, the transmission cooler to come off to come forwards. There's a little power steering cooler down inside there, and then to try and get this radiator out, it's going to come forwards and up and out because it sits on these little saddles. So you've got to get it up and forwards, or backwards, sorry, towards the fan to get it out. And then you've got all these hard lines here for your aircon, which are just extremely hard to get it around. It is a big job. And we could only get this seal through multi-spares. So Ram didn't have any in stock. None of the parts suppliers in Brisbane had any stock for it. So multi-spares means you find a part number for it and supply the part, but it is a bit of an extensive job. So if you are looking at buying a Ram, just be aware, simple things to do can turn into quite a large task because it is quite a big motor and there's not a lot of room. So I hope that helps someone. If you're thinking about buying one, that is a bit of a downside. Now, we did this ourselves. We could have taken it to Ram, but I've been burnt by a Ram dealer before. They did not do a very good job with this. They didn't listen. I'm not going to say which Ram dealer. I'm not about that life. So I would imagine this would be quite an expensive job to do. We're about 3 days into this, getting this apart. Now, we are diesel fitters, we are qualified mechanics, but we've never done a Ram before. I'd assume someone who does Rams or American vehicles on the regular probably have this done pretty quick, or quicker than us, or maybe not. Maybe it is an absolute bastard. But if you've got to do this yourself, or you want to do your own repairs, this is the trouble you will have. Anyway, good luck.